Oh shit.
Hey,
Oh my God. How is it going, man?
how you doing, brother?
Good, man. Good Lord. I can't remember the last time. No, I can't remember the last time I chatted with you. It was in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and you were hanging out in Mushroom Men. At that time, my name was Metalhead Ned. Totally different world.
Okay. How you doing today, brother?
Good, man. Just hanging out in Iowa. It's finally starting to warm up a little bit over here.
Don't
So
make me make you jealous.
it's a beautiful thing, dude. I'm so tired of the snow.
Hey, you want me to make you jealous?
Well, how's it? Okay, show me. What do you got?
I'm in Cape Coral, Florida, and this is my February.
Son of a bitch, dude. Damn. That sucks. Oh man, I'm happy for you, but that sucks for me. I want to be in Florida and being nice and warm.
Why do you think I moved from the Midwest? Come on,
Ugh.
man. I got tired of the 4 feet of snow and the 4 feet of snow and the 4 feet of snow. I'm
Snow,
done.
it just never stops. It sucks. Oh,
Oh,
dude.
this is the worst winter you guys had. We've had in a decade at least.
Yeah, dude. It's been like for the past couple of weeks. I think the average temperature, at least at Waterloo and Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 5 below. Five
Oh,
below. My car would barely start on a normal day. You hear
oh
me?
yeah, but like I get down here and I'm just like, yeah, I don't miss it, man. You know, when my winter consists of the lowest temperature hitting 49 degrees, and that was in the morning, I'm good. I'm good. You know, I'm good. I'm good.
You're totally
Like my
square.
old bones couldn't take it anymore. I got to the point where last year, just like the wind chill in Cleveland was so bad, and we lived on a side street. And like, if you were beside the house, you wouldn't feel it. But as soon as you stepped out the front door in the road, it would come up that street and it would cut through you like a hot butter knife. And it was like, no, the arthritis and all the jumps off stage. It's just like I feel every injury I've ever had. I'm good. I'm out.
See, now it's starting to make sense why senior citizens all retreat to like the South. I'm starting to understand that now.
I get it, man. I was born. Well, I was originally from North Carolina,
Right.
and everybody for some reason thought I had never seen snow, but they didn't understand that I was from the mountains of North Carolina.
Ah,
We had snow. I know what cold is,
yeah.
and but I didn't know what true heat was until last summer when I was here, and then I found out what hot is. You know, it's like you can put on a lot of clothes, but you can't take enough off.
Yeah. Just as long as you're staying nice and cool and time to just be naked every single day, man. I like, oh.
Got kids for that, man. I'm trying to rush them to college. You know,
Mhm.
I'm trying to rush them to college. Put a fence up, and just I'll skinny dip.
Just whatever. Nah, another day.
No, the kids are they can't be here. You got to go. Bye.
Dude, I just had my first kid 2 months ago now. I am now dad, which is nuts to think at this
Have a
point.
little boy or girl.
A little girl named Lily.
Oh, see that finger?
Hmm.
That's the one you're wrapped around. The
Yep.
rest of your life. There's no getting away from that. There is no she gonna stick that up that lower lip out and go, "Daddy,"
Oh,
and
dude, she
you're
already
broke.
is. And she's only 2 months, man. Only 2 months.
You're done. You
Yeah.
are completely done, and that's okay. That's completely okay because it's like it's mama's boy and daddy's girl. But
Mm,
are you willing to kill a man when she hits teenager? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Are you willing to pull the trigger? Because you know how boys think.
yep. The murders will begin at the age of teen, man. It's gonna be saying.
With my daughter, I used to make jokes. I was like, well, when her first date shows up, I'll be full of makeup because I was a mushroom. I'll be full of mushroom and makeup cleaning my shotgun.
You have the ability to do that too.
Oh, I
And
totally
just be
would,
like, we
dude.
get it. We get it.
Hey, hey, son, this is what I do for a living.
Mm.
and,
See,
and make sure it's the extra gory, the gory makeup.
oh yeah, dude, absolutely. Even when she gets older too, because I'm tattoo dad. And these boys or whoever may come up and it'll just be like, "How you doing? Welcome to my house."
6 feet. Yeah.
6 feet.
I did that to our daughter Alina. She had her and one of our girlfriends and their boyfriends come over and had a movie night.
Mhm.
And I kept coming downstairs like every 20 minutes.
Yeah.
6 feet. I said 6 feet. And you'd see him just jump off the couch.
I think that's half the fun of being a dad is just how can I terrorize my children today?
Iowa. My wife just asked where you're located. She goes, where's he located?
Iowa, good old Iowa, man. Hanging out at Spicoli's Reverb when it was hanging around. You've been there a couple times yourself.
Oh yeah, now Spicoli's, is it still around or
it's around in a limited capacity. They had to move out of their original building, and now they're in what they like to call the bunker. And they're doing live shows as much as they can. But as for a regular venue, the way it was, it's no longer that wonderful COVID pandemic. Unfortunately, that was one of the casualties.
Well, tell them to call me. I'll make the drive. I'll come make the drive. AKC's itching. I'm tired of getting the text. Always being like, when we doing this? Screw it. Let's go. I mean, because like my guys, like they are ready to battle, just run in, like no mask, nothing, and just take on everything. They're like, I got into music to play music, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And, because I refuse to let what we do be an internet show. I will not do it. I will go on record saying it. You can ask all you want. When the time is right and you can buy a ticket and you can see it live like it's meant to be, then you will see me. Other than that, I'll just keep writing music and keep releasing music until I can play a show. Just hopefully my dad bod does not get too out of hand by that point.
I'm already on that realm, man. I mean, just cookies and steak. I don't care. It tastes delicious.
Amen. But I'm not allowed to eat steak anymore.
That's right. So
I can't eat steak anymore, and I just go by the butcher and I just look at them, and then AKC just kind of just grabs me by the belt and be like, no
more that. I was gonna ask you, how's it? I mean, obviously you kind of got diagnosed with the colon cancer a little while ago. How's that kind of going? I mean, obviously you changed your diet and stuff. I mean, no steaks.
Great. Everything's great. They were able to remove everything from me, and I am in that state where, like, you have to understand, my father died from this, and my mother died from cancer. My father died from cancer. I was 13. My mom was 39. So like, I've outlived my mother, and my dad was 58 when he passed. So this is something that I have to be very vigilant about. Like, this is not something like this can come back. This is something that will come back, and if I'm willing to make the changes and change the foods and not give it the as my doctor, like, the steroids that feed it, it's like these foods they feed this stuff. Like soda pop, all that stuff gone. There's like anything that I want to have, I can't have it. It sucks. But it's like I feel better. Like, because there was a while I was very lethargic. It's like that's how we really got to know something was wrong. It's like my energy levels on stage had dropped. I wasn't feeling well. I was constantly stomach cramps, very hard time digesting, and just murder scenes in the bathroom. Just like, this is not right. This is not good. And I am not one to go to the doctor. So everybody can personally thank my wife, because like, seriously, argument in the parking lot with her ended up grabbing me by the ear and dragging me through the doors.
Oh man,
making me do this. I did not want to go and find out. I did not want to go to the doctor. I did not. And now I'm just like I go to the doctor and I've got my pants down by my ankles, bent over, like, let's get it over.
Let's get it. Stick it in.
Do it. I'm trying to get I don't know if that's scary or what, but I'm just used to it. But as of right now, I'm good. I'm a lot of blood work, and we're just checking everything, and I'm happy. It's like, but it gave me a new outlook on life. It really did. It made me figure out what mattered, what's important. It's like I take every day as a gift, and it is weird how things like that will change you, and you do look at that. And sobriety is just like, it's a beautiful day, and it can be raining, and I'm still happy, and I'm more happy now than I've ever been. Like, Julie talks to people online sometimes, and they tell her, like, I've never seen him so happy. It's like, that's him.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's a celebration because Julie also hacked into your Facebook today and celebrating 3 years of sobriety today, man. So yeah.
Thank you very much.
Congrats, man.
And like yesterday, I got a message, and I don't turn a blind eye to recovering addicts or people wanting to get away from the lifestyle. And I call it the lifestyle because it's what it is. It becomes our lifestyle, and a lot of times we don't know how to turn to get away from it. And yesterday, somebody asked me, he's like, "Well, how do you unwind?" And without using or drinking or smoking, and I'm like, you don't need that. I was like, I got a good video game. I got my wife. We'll go and walk on beaches.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a firm believer of, you know, idle hands are the devil's playground. You know, it's like you don't need to unwind like that. If you got more issues, if you think that you need a substance to relax you, all you need to relax you is to realize you made it through a day. We're gonna relax. We're gonna wake up, and we're gonna be here tomorrow. And you know, it's like to be successful today to have a better tomorrow. And you don't need that. Just find a good movie, find a good video game, love on your wife or your husband, go for walks, and stop. And the key word is stop and smell the flowers. Enjoy it. Enjoy the gift that we're given, which is life.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need anything. You don't need it.
No, absolutely not. I'm right with you, man. And I've never had that battle at all or anything like that. But I'll tell you, man, sometimes just going for a walk with your wife or sometimes by yourself and put some music on your headphones or whatever, and just kind of walking through like trails or maybe doing a biking or something like that. It's such a relief to just kind of unplug from like the Facebook world and Instagram and all that crap. And it's just like, you just need to kind of connect in a way with your brain into nature or whatever it may be.
Oh, we leave the phones in the car.
Mm-hmm.
We are unplugged.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to music. Like music's my life. So hey, I'm not listening to music because I'm plugged right back in once I'm going back to work. Mm-hmm. I don't want you contacting me. I want to stop. The one thing that really gets me, and my wife can back me up this every time I'm there, I'm like, you smell that? I love the smell of salt water. Salt water to me is just they're like, that was the family vacation when we were kids. You know, we lived in the mountains, North Carolina, 7-hour drive to the Carolina beach and go down there. And the smell of the salt was always that time of year of, we're kicking back this week. We're relaxing. We're swimming. We're dropping life. We're slowing down for a moment. And when I get down there, I always tell her, and God bless her, she's getting over COVID right now. Well, she still doesn't have her smell and taste back.
Yeah.
I'm like, you smell that? And she's like, no. You're gonna ask me that again? And she can't smell it, but she'll tell you. Like, first time, I'd say, as soon as I cross that bridge, I smell that salt water. I'm like, yes. So I'm a huge fan of the ocean, and that's relaxing to me. But I mean, everybody's different. You know, it's like a lot of people got to go to 12-step program. Not me. I'm a guy that's like, you know, I'm mind over matter.
Yeah.
It's like I had a couple of things, health issues happen then. I stroked out on stage. You know, I had to realize it's like, this drug's going to kill you, you know, and now it's like, have you ever got sick after eating a meal and you never eat that meal again? That's how I feel about it. And it's different for me. It's like, I get ill, like if we're watching a movie and say a drug pops up and it's a drug that I will gag. I can't, I gag. It's like, I can't even watch it because it makes me sick. It's kind of a good thing. It's like I brainwash myself like Clockwork Orange. You know, I brainwash myself to get ill with just the thought of it. Not even having it in front of me. Just the thought of it just makes me sick.
Same thing happened to me, weirdly enough, when I was in college years and years ago. Monster bombs, as we all know them, or Monster Energy drink and Jägermeister. There was one bad night, man, and let's just say I haven't had one since, because that smell, that remembering in there, I'm just like, you know, it's probably for the best that I don't do this anymore. It's just not my thing.
Drinking was never my problem, but there is a drink that I could never ever like, even before I got sober, I could never drink. That's Irish Car Bomb.
Oh,
my mouth's watering just now. Just bad night. I remember the place. I remember where. I remember what I did. It was bad.
It
It
was
was bad.
just Irish car bomb.
Yeah.
Remember.
I remember puking on the crowd.
Well, that was an unpleasant night for that crowd.
Oh, yeah, oh, they thought it was hilarious. And I had the dance of death, where your knees don't work and you have to hold on to something. And oh, it's bad. And I remember a member of Shroom came up to me and said, "I'd have beat your ass." That sung every word right. I did that. I was like, I may not have been able to talk, hold what was in my body, but I could sing.
You got the job done. One way or the other, the job happens.
So granted, we didn't play that city for 5 years after that.
Yeah. probably left a good mark on that show.
Oh, I remember puking in the opener's cabinets. It was just bad, man. It was because all I remember was it was a birthday. We were celebrating. They brought me this drink. I thought it's like chocolate milk, and it did. And then nobody told me that it did have milk in it. And then it would curdle in my stomach. And I had like 6 of them in 30 minutes. And that was the end of that.
Oh, I can just feel it right now. I can just
it's bad.
Oh man, it reminds me of my 21st birthday, and that was like 13, 15 years ago. What happened?
Well, that's the thing, man. But it's like for me now, like I want to replace those memories. And even though that is funny and humorous in the situation, it wasn't funny at the time when being in the situation. I want to replace those with thoughts of my kids and thoughts of being with my wife. I want those. And like I tell about, I want clarity. I want to remember. I want to remember where I'm at, what I'm doing, and have that moment because I have a very good memory.
Yeah.
And I want to replace those types of memories with good life memories and good vacation and fun with my family, the stuff that really matters.
That's the stuff that's most important too. And that's the stuff and you know what? That's a fun little transition. I'm going to take that right then and there. Speaking of remember, you have a brand new single out right now, which not only are we celebrating your 3 years of sobriety, Waylon, I get to tell you this. Freshly added to Rock 108's playlist today is going to be A Killer's Confession, remember, on regular rotation on Rock 108.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Oh man, thank you. That's the best gift ever. Thank you.
My PD Russ comes in. He's like, "Yeah, we're adding A Killer's Confession." I'm like, "Yes." I get to tell Waylon to his face that we added it.
Thank you. So it's got a good reception there.
We did. We do this little thing called the 420 music meeting where we do like a music test and basically listeners get to call in and check it out. And there's like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm like, all right. So there you go. We'll toss it on and we'll hear it every single day here on the radio station. So there you go, man.
Like a couple other stations, we hit like number 1 on one station in New England.
Damn.
And I was like, is this really happening? Because you know where I'm from and what I've always done. It's always been the gimmick in the show. It's never really been the music on the radio.
Yeah, yeah.
And so for me, it's like, is this really happening now? I'll take it. I'll take it.
Could you call, you could actually kind of simulate it in a way like where you were kind of remembering those old memories and now replacing them with the good. Maybe that same situation.
Oh, I think somebody's catching on what the lyrics you're talking about.
Booyah.
You know my name. I hope that you remember.
Yeah, man. Dude, I mean, and this is where I get to be a little bit of fangirl here. I've been following you, man, ever since the days of early Mushroomhead. I mean, I've seen Mushroomhead well over 30 times, and obviously I'll keep seeing, but Save Your Sorrow, that whole album right there is still one of my favorite just vocal performances from you because you have this ability to be able to do the guttural and then also do this amazing clean vocals. And I'm just like, Killer's Confession captures you so damn well and the music and everything like that. And it's just like, okay, this is what Waylon was. This is what he does. This is how good that this man can do this kind of thing.
Thank you so much, man. Yeah. It's like, I kind of feel like sometimes, it's like I'm that underground dude that like either you know about it or you don't. And my wife says the same thing about like Save Your Sorrow. Now, my wife, like, I'm gonna tell your story about you and your cousin and what you used to do before we got married. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yes, we're on air right now. My wife was not a Mushroomhead fan until she heard Simple Survival.
Oh yeah.
And I met my wife back in 2006.
Oh, all
But
right.
but we didn't get together. You gotta understand.
Mhm.
We met like, what's up? What's up? And that was it. I remember there was two blonde ladies, and they were younger, beautiful women.
Mhm.
One was pregnant, one was not. And they were sitting at the bar, and
Not the pregnant
and she wasn't the pregnant one. And she was, what's up? And I'm like, what's up? And then I walked off. I didn't meet her until 11 years later.
Oh
And,
man.
and we talked about it, and I remembered it because like it was in Allentown, PA, at Crocodile Rock. And there
Mhm.
was a little bar right next to stage. We walked off, and I met my wife first time. Well, they were infatuated with this smile I do in the video of Simple Survival. I've got my head turned. I kind of got, and I do this little crooked grin.
Yeah, yeah.
And she goes, "You turn green." I have to remember, I turn green in the lighting. And her and her cousin would send this picture back and forth to each other,
Mhm.
talking about how hot I was. And she's like, "How did I end up marrying this man?" And I'm like, "Well, don't ever say you'll never meet him, you know." But like, but she, she said, but she like,
Tell that
what story?
how you were like when I said.
Oh yeah, she was talking about how somebody like she was we were Sons of Anarchy or something. And she
I
was
don't know.
something on TV, and she was,
Okay.
oh my God, he's so hot. And I'm like, what? You know, I'm totally being the husband. I'm like, what? She goes, it's not like I'm ever going to meet him. And I'm like, right here,
I'm right here.
like, same story. But you know, it's funny because like Save Your Sorrow, when it came out, like I said, it would stand the test of time, and I really feel like it has.
Yeah.
It captured a perfect moment in my life.
Mhm.
But like what Save Your Sorrow was and what Three Quarters Dead was before it, that is what AKC really is. Because if you really pay attention, Mushroom Head, I didn't do that after that album. I
Mhm.
didn't really do that vocal style.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I got away from it, but I've got back to it now. And I absolutely love the freedom that I
Mhm.
have to just like, everybody's like, oh, write something heavy. I'm like, oh, go screw yourself. I'll write what I want.
Yep.
And because a lot of people like, I get that argument of like, write something heavy, write something soft, write a ballad, write this.
Mhm.
I'm like, how about y'all just let the music talk, and we'll figure it out from there. I'm not the type of musician that wants to just write something because it's something, you know,
Right.
if that makes sense. I don't want to just, you know, lay it out there, and it feels contrived. It
Mhm.
feels forced. It's like, if I'm trying to be heavy and be a tough guy,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't come off. Now, when I'm writing a lyric and we're writing about a serious subject and I get angry within that moment, and then you hear that scream come out, then it's real.
Yeah.
If I try to make it's fake.
Mhm.
But if I let it be real and let it be real in context, because like I'm not a real big fan of all screaming, and I'm not a real big fan of all singing. I like a good mixture of
Yeah.
everything, because I feel like they express more human emotion of punctuation,
Mhm.
especially a scream. If you're in line with that punctuation, that really just, you know, dots it. Boom, that's what it meant. And like I really like the fact that we with AKC, it's not a style, it's a mood.
Yeah.
As weird as that sounds, like, well, what style are you? No, we were mad yesterday. They were kind of goofy. You know, it's like that's kind of the idea of AKC, and I find pride in that too, because I really don't want to be just, you know, following other bands. And I'm not trying to throw, you know, I'm just not like, I don't want to try to be Opera Veil, and I don't want to try to be Rob Zombie, and I don't want to
Mhm.
try to be Korn. I don't want to try to be Tool, as much as I wish I could be Tool. I don't want to be.
But that's the thing. That's another thing that's true honesty. You know, that's true honesty out of an artist. And if we all, I mean, if everyone tried to be that person, if everyone tried to be Tool, if everyone tried to be Rob Zombie, we would just get the same sounding stuff every single day, and it'd get boring. It'd get real
Yes.
boring. You know.
Well, I feel like that there's a lot of bands out there that are chasing each other's tails now, and you
Mhm.
being in the radio, you know what I'm talking
I
about.
know all about it, man.
And you know, I get people coming at me and they're like, well, you need to listen to the top 10 of what they're doing. I'm like, why do I need to listen to what they're doing?
Yeah.
Because like, the ones that are like massive
Mm.
And tell me if I'm wrong here. Being that you're in radio, maybe you can clarify this for me. The
Mhm.
ones that make it massive, only they sound like they do.
That's true. Yeah, Godsmack sounds like Godsmack, man. And
Point, point,
Shine Down
point.
sounds like Shine Down.
Exactly. They don't chase anybody else's tail. It's like I may not be doing the same formula that they're doing,
Mhm.
but I'm doing me. And
Yeah.
if it takes off, it takes off. And obviously, Remember's doing the best out of any radio thing I've done to date, and I'm really happy about that. But I mean, I also got to thank my team at FM in management. It's like
Yeah.
Bob's doing a great job, and it's the first time he's worked. First time he worked with me was the Last Chance,
Mhm.
and he did great with that with a very limited budget, and he's killing it now. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yes.
Those guys at FM Entertainment, they've got a lot of great bands that they hang out with, and I've talked with so many of them at this point, and they're so wonderful. There's one, I don't know if you've heard of the band called the Black Moods.
Yes, I know the Black
Yeah.
Moose. My buddy, who does my videos, Dom, works for them as well. And I kind of like came across Dom, like was on the road with them and filming everything. Dom did my videos for Numb and Shore. So
There
like
you go.
I know exactly who the Black Moods are. Good guys, really good.
Yeah. Fun. And what's cool about them too is they got like that. That's what's so cool about like not the, I love the big bands. Of course, they're great and they're fantastic, but sometimes you find like bands like the Black Moods that have like this kind of roots rocky kind of old school sound. It's just like, yeah, that's cool. You don't hear that every day, and vice versa, whatever it may be. And it's just like, I like hearing the variety nowadays. And I feel like rock is really starting to dive into the variety again, which is great.
Well, I was watching an interview. That's so funny you say that because somebody said that the edge of rock is gone because we're not being like Motley Crue and you just like indulgence to the upteen, like indulgence to your dead,
Right.
And that's what's killing rock is the persona of us, rock stars,
Yeah.
whatever, or instead of like going out and just drinking, binging, and just having that edge of danger.
Mhm.
It's like, well, maybe if you'll think about what we're saying, maybe we've already been there.
Yeah.
Maybe we've backed off the edge of danger because like we realize there's a cliff on that edge that we
Yeah.
don't want to fall over.
Right.
And there's like there is, it's like there's other ways of being risque and having that edge that doesn't have to do with indulgence.
Right.
And I was watching this guy interview and I'm like, you are the biggest idiot I have ever listened to in my life. And it actually upset me. I was just like, and I watched the entire email. I was like, do you realize how dumb you sound right now? Because because we're killing rock because we don't want to kill ourselves.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You didn't even listen to what you said. Just trust me, man. I'll put you in my shoes and let you have a couple of the hangovers I had, and you'll think the same way, son.
Yeah. Do some learning in that case, man.
But that's the thing. You pay for your education one way or another.
You do. You really do. It doesn't necessarily have to be financial every single time either.
No, it don't.
No. So, Waylon, one of the things that I remember years ago, and you were mentioning it earlier today, I'm a huge video game guy. I mean, massive. And following you as long as I have, seeing you wear the Legend of Zelda t-shirts and having some of those arcade one-ups. Exactly. Here
Kratos right here.
I've got what have I got? I got Samus up here, got Mega Man X, Resident Evil 2, the whole thing, dude. Yes. I mean, so I'm not going to let you off this phone call or this Zoom call, whatever you want to call it, without chatting about video games for just a little bit. What stuff are you excited about right now? Or have you been able to get a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X yet?
I've gotten both.
Son of a bitch, dude. I can't even get one.
Well, I don't have the Series X. I got it for my son.
Oh, okay.
Because he's an Xbox kid. I am not an Xbox fan. I like Gears of War, but it's not enough to sell me on the system. I do not like Halo. I'm never a Halo fan. So
I go back and forth. Yeah.
Well, but when it comes to PlayStation, I'm a huge Nintendo fan. My wife will tell you my Switch is on more than any of it.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I just picked up the Mario 3D Land with Bowser's Fury. I've been playing it, but I did secure myself a PS5, and I only have 3 games on it. I really don't like any of them, to be honest with you. But the games I'm wanting, I have them pre-ordered. But I got to watch every day when I turn my PS5 on, I go play Call of Duty because like what my buddies are playing, and I don't even like it. No, I do not like Call of Duty. I play it just because of the camaraderie. I talk to everybody.
That's what everyone's doing.
Well, I'm on Twitch doing it, and it's just like they're beating my ass, and I'm just like, no, come on, whoop Waylon AKC, and I've got a good following over there and everything. Yeah. But like, I got Resident Evil 8 Village pre-ordered. I have it, and I have Back for Blood. Now, if you played Left 4 Dead, this is the actual sequel to that, and I'm like totally excited about that. And I'm excited for the new Oddworld game coming out. Oddworld. I'm definitely super excited about the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess and Wind Waker and Skyward Sword all coming out on Switch this year.
Is that like I saw the Skyward Sword. I hear rumor of the of those other ones, like the HD conversion, whatever you want to call it at this point.
They're making a 2-pack. I got some inside sources. They're making a 2-pack of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. They're going to be $60, but they're not going to talk about it right now because they just brought up Skyward Sword.
Of course.
And then I'm looking for Breath of the Wild 2. I'm so excited for that. The Switch Pro. But you speaking of video games, I got do you know what Beat Saber is?
I do know what Beat Saber is, yeah.
I have a song coming out on Beat Saber.
No shit.
Yeah, dude. I did a collaboration with a group called Boom Kitty. Okay. And they approached me. I met him through my son. As weird as this is, my son brings me this musician, and I just did another song with him. And PlayStation, they picked it up. It's going to be released at the end of this month for Beat Saber.
Is that like the pure thing of being a gamer yourself and making a song for a video game? That has to be.
It was awesome, man.
I was about to say, yeah, it's kind of awesome.
EDM, like it's not metal, it's all EDM. So I did this whole thing. Like most people will never know it's me.
Right.
They will never realize, hey, that's Waylon from Mushroom Head, A Killer's Confession. No, like you hear this song, you're like, what's the name of the song again? I forgot the title of it. I gotta think real quick. It'll come to me in 2 seconds.
All right, cool.
It was really cool, and to have it picked up, and I was like, wow. And my boys play Beat Saber like it's nobody's business. So I'll be putting that song on. I'll be paying for my own stuff. Be like, yeah, try this one. Yeah, they'll know it's me. Like they'll be like, I remember when you what? They're gonna be like, they'll be freaked out.
Like, do you collect a royalty off of that every time you play it yourself? Like, yeah, man, whatever, dude.
It Takes Me. It's the name of the song. Boom Kitty, It Takes Me.
It Takes Me. Okay.
It Takes Me, and it's really, really cool, and I'm really excited about that. I've been excited just to, to actually play me in a song with beats that has me on it in a game. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be surreal for me, and I'll probably end up doing it on Twitch. Be like, just play it and not tell anybody it's me singing in the background. And just like, because I'm all about the VR and all that stuff. Like I played Resident Evil 7 in the VR, and I think there's no other way to play it. I hope that VR works with the new one, because I seen that PlayStation talked about the VR coming out next year.
Yeah,
it's okay, and it's down to one wire. It's not gonna be such a mess.
You're right.
And my wife looked at me as soon as I seen it, and I screamed like a little girl. And I will not lie, I squealed like a little girl when I seen it. I was like, ah! Hands up and everything. And she's like, what money are you spending now? I'm like, we'll come out till next year. I'll put it in layaway.
Put it on the credit card. It'll be fine. No big deal.
And she's looking at me like, when's this spending gonna stop? She's right there. Mama knows, like my wife is so good with money. I have more now than I've ever had, because my wife controls me.
All right.
She does. It's like, you see that I think that she's trying to invent the leash for little kids for me. Like when I go to stores.
The Waylon leash. Here it is. All right.
Even for the record label, that's what I do.
She's a numbers person, but I swear she's got this imaginary leash. I can just feel it. I'll go to something and I'll stand there and she's like, we're going. Yes, we are.
Yeah, fine. I'm going. All right, good.
And then 2 months later, she'll wake me up at 8 in the morning, be like, get in the car now. I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, just drive. I'm like, okay, turn here. Okay. And then she takes me straight to it and be like, you can have it now. It went on, and totally fucking surprised the hell out of me. Excuse my language, sorry.
No, you're good.
But she did that with my arcade one-ups. She knew I wanted the Marvel one so bad.
Oh yeah.
And it completed my collection. I love it. I love my whole collection. I wish I had a little bit more room for it because I like the fact they did the pinball ones.
Yep.
And I can't get one because I don't have no more room. And that's the only thing bad about
the race car one.
Oh yeah, you wanted the race car one too.
Yeah.
we were talking about getting the what was cruising or something.
Yeah, Cruising USA, or I forget which one they've announced.
I wanted it. And she's like, I would play that. And I'm like, I know you would, but there's no room for it. But she is so good to me when it comes. She's a numbers person through and through, and I never overspend myself, but I always have. If I need it, I can have it. If I need it. And like when these big purchases come up, like a PlayStation 5, she looks at me and like, you really want this? Yeah, we want it. And then she realizes it's not going to change. I'm going to want it. And but we figure it out. We plan months in advance for any kind of big purchase or anything like that. But I have a good wife. But like she stops me from buying dumb shit. Excuse my language again.
You're good. You're good.
But there's no other way to put it.
I know. There really isn't. There really isn't, because we know we don't necessarily need it, but we want it, damn it. And if someone else can figure that out for us, then rock.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't collect pops. I don't collect toys. I don't collect any of that stuff anymore. But it's like, but now that I've stopped collecting toys and figures and stuff that just collects dust on a shelf, I got a brand new Jeep. I got a brand new motorcycle.
Lucky.
I'm looking at probably buying my first house this year.
Damn.
And, like, she's got me set up to where, it's like I'm not wasting money on these little plastic icons like that. It's so addicting. I know it's just an addiction, but it's like, I don't need to collect them all. Just because you said it, I don't want it. It's like, and then I really look at them and I'm like, those are really dumb looking. I don't want them.
The reality sets in. The reality
sets in. It's like, I'm not a kid. I don't need a plastic video. Now you can give me a video game.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Like, you can give me a video game. Keep your figures to yourself. The last figure that I've got came with my God of War series, and it was a statue of Kratos and Loki.
That's cool as hell.
Spoilers.
A little bit, yeah. Damn, yeah. God, and I really wish PlayStation State of Play happened yesterday, and I knew that I wasn't going to get anything, but I kind of wanted. I'm like, at least show me something for God of War Ragnarok.
Anything.
Would have loved anything. It would have been great.
Didn't show us any God of War. They promised us Hogwarts and God of War, and where's this at, bro? Where's this at? I got Kratos tattooed just waiting. He's talking to me like, bro, we got a new game yet?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I did play through God of War again on my PS5 when
it's
the update
so good, dude.
Dude, you had no idea. I had the PS4 Pro and PS5. It makes it look stupid. It's just
really?
Wow, because we bought I got a 70-inch HDR, television. I ain't got the 8K yet, and that's the one I've been looking. That she keeps pulling me out of. Like, she's like, you are not spending $8,000 on an 8K TV. I'm not.
Soon though.
I mean, that's like, it's totally like Debo. No, you want some of this? No. I mean, that is
say no.
And straight up, like, she pulls me, but then she stops and she goes, "Wow." Like, she's looking, she's like, "Wow." I'm like, I know, you're my PlayStation. It does
this can connect and all this.
All this could be us. And then she's like, "Oh, it could be, but not for that price."
Again, then that reality thing sets in again, and that's how it happens.
But I look at reality too. It's like that because it's the QLED 8K, and it's like $8,000. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I really want it. But I'll wait. I'll wait on this. I'll wait till it's at least $1,000. And then I might get. We're talking about the 8K TVs that I keep staring at.
$10,000.
Oh,
she knows. She knows.
$10,000 fridge the other day.
Yeah, we saw a $10,000 fridge, and Mom was like, "I want that."
Yeah. It keeps the food cold forever.
I had a television on.
Yeah, see, it's wrong. And you can look into it and stuff nowadays. It's weird.
Look into it. It turns on your stove.
What?
You got to buy the whole set, man. It's like it's connected to your kids' phones where you can spy on them, and like it showed the dad looking at the kid, what the kid was doing. I was all like, man, I don't think I want to know.
Yeah.
So I just want to see what's in the fridge without opening it. That's the only thing I think is cool. So,
right.
yeah.
Why does my fridge have to tell me everything? It's like, of all the things I want me to be told, I don't know if the fridge is that thing.
But that's the thing. It's like I'm also looking at it too. It keeps count of what's in there and what you need.
Oh,
So
that's weird.
you're telling me if I go to the grocery store, I do all that shopping, I'm social distancing, I'm already annoyed because somebody got bad BO and I can still smell it through the mask.
Yeah.
I'm at Walmart. I spend 2 hours shopping there. They done upset me there because you know how that is. It's Walmart's experience of its own. You get home, you have to yell at the kids for 30 minutes to come out the rooms to get the groceries in there because you buy, they fly. That's how this works. And then we put all the groceries up, and then I got to go to the computer on the fridge and then type in everything I just bought. I don't think so. That's just that's a little bit much work.
At that point, just send me the 8K TV. That's all I need. Yeah.
Thank you. Because like it was cool because like it would tell you when stuff would go bad.
Oh,
and like,
man.
there's like, well, someone's got to program this, but it also would do your shopping for you. Like you could do the LinkedIn while you go to your grocery store or Walmart, whatever, and do your grocery shopping for you. Like you put in what you want, and then it placed the order and paid for it, and you just go pick it up.
That's kind of I like the idea, but I also am like, I don't know if I like the idea of something doing that. It's weird.
I don't know, man. It's like, it's like going out is like an adventure.
Yeah.
Especially now, it's an adventure. You're going out and it's like, why take the fun away from that? Like going out and just picking something up and leaving. It's like ordering your groceries and just having somebody deliver it and never leaving your home. What is the point in that? Your house is not that cool.
No, it's not.
It's like, I know my house, I like it for a little bit, but then I'm like, we gotta go for a walk.
Yeah.
We gotta get out of here. It's like, I can't look at this four walls again. I can't smell that kid fart again. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Go.
There's something about, I was kind of pointing out to someone too about here in the Midwest, I don't know if they had it in where you were at, but Family Video sound familiar? Like,
yes, I love Family Video.
Oh, dude, they like announced that they were officially closing all the stores as of the beginning of the year. So there's no more video rental chains anymore. And I thought to myself, I'm like, I get that streaming is great. I write that, dude. I have you can still buy T-shirts at their website, so go get one.
I'm serious, man. It's like you're taking away that my childhood is gone now.
That's how I felt, man. When I went in there like the last time, I'm like, it's all over. It's done. What have I done? But there's something about the experience about going to a video store or going to the movie theater, and everyone's like, well, everything's just going to be on streaming from this point forward. I'm like, yeah, that's fine, but there's just something about walking into the store, smelling the DVDs or smelling the videotapes and smelling the popcorn instead of just clicking, just click. And it's like, you need to get out sometimes, people, just a couple times.
But that's the point about going to the theater. Now, granted, if my wife has went a couple of weeks of not having a lot of sleep, I'm taking some movie theater because it guarantees she's falling asleep within the first 10 minutes after eating a little bit of popcorn.
There you go.
But I love going to the theater. I love doing that. But like Julie, there's certain movies she likes, but most times she's such a busybody. She's such a number. She's very smart. You can't. She's one of the people that you can't tie down.
Yeah.
She's, honey, this is you. You are busybody, and she can't. And I remember when we first got together, and on one of our first tours, I took her to see Deadpool 2.
Oh yeah.
We're in the theaters. She laughed her butt off at Deadpool 1. She goes, "This is great. Let's go see part 2." You were asleep after he blew. After he blew up, she was asleep. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
This movie ticket was $14.
Honestly, she
it was the best sleep on tour.
It was the best sleep she had. And I was like,
there you go.
it was like the theaters have upgraded where you got those couches now that recline, and she just kind of crawled up on me, and I don't mind. But if she has problems sleep, like, where are we going now? We're going to movies. Why? Because you need some sleep. You're getting ornery over here. We're going to get you some sleep. At least 2 hours to get you a nap.
And see, that's why you need to get out. That's why you need to get out so you can get the proper amount of sleep.
Nah, Julie's easy. If you really want to put her in the best state of mind, all I got to do is take her to the beach.
Oh
All
yeah.
we gotta do that. We take her to the beach, give her some suntan, get her a couple shrimps,
Mm-hmm.
let her eat those, and then let her go pop her ears in and get her suntan, and she is happy as a lark for 3 days.
That my wife is camping. She loves camping in northern Michigan. In the area called Ludington, just loves that. And there's a beach up there too, a nice beach along the lake. And it's just like something about beaches, man. I don't know what it is.
I'm sorry, that ain't vacation. That's work. You
Dude,
just signed up for unpaid work, man.
you
You
got a
got
problem with camping, Waylon? Come on.
Oh yeah, I got a problem. I am chunk. I love the dark and I hate nature.
Well, so don't go camping with Waylon. It's going to be some intense shit if you try to.
It will be, man. I'll be all cranky now. Now, granted, I do like a campfire and a can of SpaghettiOs with Franks in them, and just popping that can open and putting it in the fire and boiling it, and then taking that can out and eating it. Nothing makes it taste like that. It tastes really good. I like doing that. I do not like the bugs, and I do not like sleeping on an air mattress on the ground because my air mattress always deflates and I got some stick stuck in a place that the doctor goes always, and I don't like it no more. No, we don't want to do that. And then I happen
to be on a rock right there.
Yeah.
Nowhere else.
and my bed always deflates and I'm stuck on that rock somehow. I don't know how. And here's a little secret. Bugs like to bite my bald head. I don't get it. They don't bite my arms, they'll bite my legs, they bite my head.
It's prime real estate, man, you know?
And it's like I got these lumps, these little crater lumps. I have to wear hats all the time because like mosquitoes just like biting the top of my head. And I'm like, this is not even cool.
That's where the sweet blood's at, man. That sweet blood.
Oh man, they're getting that's excess residue.
Well, Waylon, man, I don't want to cut short, but I mean, we've been chatting for a while. I could sit here and chat with you for freaking hours, man. Just about.
Thank you so much, and I'm just being silly.
No, it's great, dude. I guess I'll start wrapping up here, but man, before I call it a day, we have a couple things we got to do. But dude, it's such a pleasure chatting with you, and such a pleasure to see you again, and especially in the air at the time that you're in nowadays is so cool, man. I mean, I remember back in the day in the Mushroom Head days to where you're at now. It's like a ray of sunshine, man. It's rad as hell, dude. It's rad as hell.
I mean, I like anybody who knew me from back then and gets around me now, they see it now. They see the difference. It's like two different people.
Yeah, man.
Well, it's the same dude, but it's just the happier version of that guy.
Yeah. That's cool. So I, of course, got to ask and say, Killer's Confession, brand new single out now being played on Rock 108.2. Do you have anything you want to tell fans about anything that's coming up?
March 31st.
March 31st.
Brand new song, AKC, coming out. The first of many that will be coming out, trickling throughout 2021. We are trying to make it good, give you AKC all year long. We're not going to give you your present all at once. We're going to give you one at a time. And starting next month, March 31st, you'll get your first one. I'll go and tell you the name, Lights of Darkness.
Lights of Darkness. Hell yeah. You heard it right here, man. Do it up. So the last thing we got to do, Waylon, is because we have to, I have to post a blog. So we got to take a little still shot of us doing something stupid or smiling or thumbs. I don't care what you do. So for the next 3 seconds, just pick something you want to do. I'm going to put my mask on because, hey, we're video gamers, and I'm going to do a reptile. There we go. Ooh, now, yeah, you look styling as fuck, dude. All right.
Got you right here. You're going to love this.
All right. So we'll do in 3, 2, 1. Awesome.
Gave you the whole token.
Hold on. All right, cool. Waylon, man, such a pleasure having you, dude. Here, actually, this is my PD, Russ. He's one of the big guys that added the song, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. And hopefully let's make 2021 the year of AKC, man.
We're working on it, man. And it's thanks to guys like you that are helping me get there. So thank you so much. Thank you for your listeners. Thank everybody. You know, it's a blessing to me to lose everything and be able to get it back like this.
Hell yeah, dude. Awesome. Thank you for being that ray of sunshine, man. I appreciate it. Enjoy your stupid ass warm weather in Florida. You suck.
I'm going to jump. Hey, look, I'll just set it up. I'm just going to jump in the pool right now for you.
You're hilarious. You're freaking hilarious.
I got clothes on. I ain't doing that.
All right, Waylon. Thanks again, man. I'll talk to you hopefully soon. All right.
All right, brother. Be good.
Later, dude.
Later.